What's up, ninjas? This is Slice
and Rice. You guys seem to really like our How We Met story, so this is a continuation, and it's an exciting one, as you can see the title.
It's time to talk about our
Stop!
Kiss.
So where did we leave off?
Where we left off, we talked about how Glory was on a break during Halloween where we really began.
Really like each other.
Yes.
Let's put it that way, yeah. It was a little complicated back then, so I actually ended up getting back into my relationship with my ex at the time.
And around this time, we had a mutual understanding of respecting each other's space and relationship. So we would go through these periods where we would tell each other, I'm never going to talk to you ever again.
Yeah, we did it like so many times.
We say it in the nicest way too.
We were both trying to respect that I was in a relationship at the time.
And for me, it was like, dang, man. I thought I had you.
I remember thinking, like, this is going to be the last time I ever talk to Matt because I just can't keep going back and forth with my feelings. And I remember in my head thinking, like, dang, I'm never going to know what it's like to date Matt. And I was like so devastated about that. Like I just kind of like accepted it, but I was like, I need to make this decision. And I just was like, I'm gonna cut him off. And I remember like, I wanted to give you like a goodbye kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, man, she tried to come at me. So this is one of those times where she made the decision to go back into her old relationship. And she tried to hit me with one of them little movie goodbyes like, we're never going to see you again. And then she had the nerve to try to come in and ask me.
But
hey,
listen,
man,
let's replay the whole scene.
It was at the end of the class.
In the class, we were in like a private area. I was like, listen, like.
She's trying to tell me, hey, this is not going to work. Like, you mean lied to me.
Literally, I was like, this is it. Like, I can't ever talk to Matt again. We were gonna go in for a hug.
And then
but then I puckered my lip.
She tried to pucker her lips and try to come at me.
But then you thought I was gonna kiss you, so you turned your face and you were gonna kiss me. And then I was like, whoa.
Whoa, yeah, that's not how it played. You don't want YouTube to know how I curved you?
I curved you.
No, you did not. You came and you just admitted it to the YouTube family how you trying to give me a kiss. I'm trying to soften
on the cheek.
Alright, fellas, I'm gonna show you how I get down. Even though I really liked Glory at the time, she tried to hit me with that. I'm never gonna see you ever again. This is my last goodbye. And then, yes, you did. Yes.
Let me tell my side after it.
And then when she went to come in, I said,
no. I was like this. I was like, oh, bye. And I tried to kiss your cheek, okay?
I said,
no. Before you did that, you were like, and then I was like, whoa.
No, that is not true because I remember leaving and I was feeling myself because I was like, yeah, I curved her. I remember feeling because I was hurt. So
my intention was to say goodbye to you like a friend.
Look at this. Yeah, exactly. So it was at this point, Glory is already inside the film society that I'm in, and she's my little. So technically, it's very difficult for us to not see each other because we're going to be at all the events. So when we go to events, I know she's going to be there. And it's my mission to make this chick jealous. So whenever there was a dance, I always made sure that I had someone with me, a +1.
And you always like come in late just so like I see you?
Yep, my strategy was to always come in fast and be late. When I show up, the whole room always stops. When I show up late.
Oh my gosh.
You trying to say a lot? The whole room never stops when I walk into place. That's what you trying to say right now. This was going on for months.
It was going on for months.
And I remember one distinctive one. We were in class together, and we had to split up in groups of like 6. And there was a chick in my group. There was a chick in my group, and you know, I mentioned it. The chick looked pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? She looked nice. You know what I'm saying? But I made sure that Glory saw me hollering at chick in the group. And to my surprise, they were very receptive to my words. And I actually got the number. And then I remember Glory, the desk was right in front of the door where you had to leave out. And I distinctly remember Glory, when the class was over, she got up and she beamlined out. She did that one walk, man, and she looked straight. She didn't even acknowledge anything around.
Whatever.
She just left out. She was so mad, ninjas. And I was like, I got her.
So there was one class that we had, it was like an animation class or something like that, right?
This was a class that really like, I just felt the shade coming from Glory. Like she was purposely letting me know that my existence did not matter, yo. we would be in a situation where she'd have to talk to like people in my area and she wouldn't even acknowledge my existence. And then finally, I got fed up with it. I was like, hey, yo, hold up. So it was a 3-hour class and they usually give us like a 20-minute break. So she went to the bathroom and I was like, you know, I'ma say something, yo. Nah, she ain't gonna curve me like that. She ain't gonna act like I don't exist. So I waited till after she left the bathroom. I said, hey, yo, let me talk to you for a second. And she was shocked that I was talking to her. So Gloria be like,
no, I didn't.
yes, you did, yo. Yes, you did.
What is
You
that?
hit me with the...
I didn't. What? What even is that?
I don't know. You do that.
You were wearing a leather jacket.
How do you know what I was wearing? I don't. And it wasn't a leather jacket. It was leather.
I was kind of annoyed when you stopped me though.
Yeah, I did. I said, yo, what's the problem, yo? What you got shade for, man? Why you trying to be mean? Why you meaninglessly curving on me?
And I said...
I remember what you said. I was even more mad at your answer. You had the nerve to look at me and say, it's all in your head. Oh, girl!
It was!
You later admitted that you said it wasn't in your head and you was trying really hard not to engage with me. Also, because we're like jumping all the way around because we're processing this as we're going on. This was like the final time that we said that we were not talking to each other. So prior to this, we've never had any conversations with each other. We didn't know what was going on. And as a matter of fact, I remember this because the Ravens was playing. I texted you like, yo, like I just care about you a lot. Like we gotta figure something out. And then she had the nerve to curve me over the text. Out of respect, mad respect to her. But she hit me with the, honestly, Matt, it's best that we go our separate ways. And to be honest, I'm actually losing feelings for you already. And I swear, when I read those words, it felt like someone got a spear and was like, Gah! And I remember my mom was sitting on the couch and I was sitting on a small couch. The Ravens was playing and I was like, and my mom looked at me like, what's wrong? And I was like, I saw a video.
Are you serious?
This is a video. And it was at that point I was like, I don't need her. I don't need her. And then the next time, and this is what kind of like sparked it again. I was working at H&M at the time. And this was about 2 months of like not talking to each other at all.
It was winter break.
It was winter break. And I was working at H&M. And I just so happened to be cleaning up the bra and panty section. I was in there.
Can I say this part?
What?
I came in because I was looking for pants for skiing, right? Came in and the first person I see straight there is Matt. And I couldn't avoid him, but it was kind of like a, oh. And you were like helping a customer out. You know when you're like nervous and like you don't know what to do? He literally just kept putting the panties on the hanger over and over again.
I was nervous. I haven't seen her in 2 months. We haven't spoken and I was trying to move on. And here you were in there and here I am holding some panties, trying to put them back on the hanger. But it was at this moment that kind of rekindled that fire, that flame, like, man, I still like this girl.
I know.
I really do, man.
And that was so bad because like I was trying so hard to get over him.
I don't even know what we talked about, but I just remember being so happy that we were like seeing each other. But I couldn't express it. You know, you see somebody, you don't want to know, you know what I'm saying? You ain't doing too hot because you sad, but I was, yeah, I'm good. How you been? Oh, word? All right. Yeah, I'm hanging out with some friends. There's gonna be a lot of people there, a lot of girls. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you have fun. I'm gonna have fun. Yeah, I'm sure this is gonna be on Instagram. It wasn't on Instagram.
So fast forward, I wasn't in a relationship anymore. And I remember Matt, did you like, you saw that I was single on Facebook. That's why you hit me up.
Maybe.
The first time you called me when you knew I was like single and everything, you like called me and you were like, oh, like, do you have a charger? Like, I need a charger. I was like, I have a charger. And you're like, I'll come get it from you.
What, at your place?
Yeah, when I lived.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember
So you
now.
came and you thought you were just gonna pick up a charger from me, but I opened the door, I sat in the passenger seat. I was like, where are we going?
I know, she got my call, man. I was like, if you don't get butt out my car.
You're like, oh, okay.
I don't talk like that. I said it's about time, girl.
No, you didn't.
Don't touch a black man radio. I got the aux. So this was the stage start of puppy love.
Yes.
Because at this point, we were semi-inseparable. So we did everything together. We talked constantly every day for hours. We were inseparable. I remember telling my friends
Yeah, I remember
about
when we went to the den and I texted my friend. I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm with Matt right now. I can't believe it.
And to be honest, I was telling my friends like, yeah, man, like me and Glory, we started talking again. And they knew about the on and off of the things that me and Glory were going through. So they weren't too happy at the time because they were very protective of me. They my dogs. They keep it real with me. They're like, yo, man, you sure this is a good idea, bro? I don't know, man. Where if you get curved again? And I was like, I don't know, man. This one feel a little different. It smelled a little different. And progressively, we started doing things. We started going to events as two. We were flirting heavy. We were picking on each other.
We literally did everything together. And we would like, even if he dropped me off at like 9 p.m., we stayed in his car until 1 a.m. just talking and talking and talking. Okay, can I explain like one of my favorite memories? You came over to my place and we did like a potluck, right?
Yeah.
So we were like making food, we were like making pasta together. And we had just like finished watching Frozen. The things you used to do for me just to win me over.
I know, man.
And like the song for the first time in forever, like we were singing it together, and like he was singing in a really low pitched voice. He was like, for the first, but he didn't really know like the lyrics.
We're gonna get no giddy.
Okay, I remember when you left, I literally sat on my couch with my oh my gosh. Okay, so I sat on my couch. I was by myself and I had my phone. I just sent out a tweet. It was like super like vague, but it was like, I never want to forget this moment. Or said something like kind of vague, and then I looked at my phone and I went, and I just laid on my couch.
What dramatic, yo? You trying to act like you some Disney princess.
I was!
Ain't no way you Cinderella back. Get the mop buckets, girl. Talking about some.
Anyway, should we get to the juicy part?
So it's the juicy part. May. Special May. This is the month where we was like really feeling each other like that.
It was like
heavy.
a whole week of just non-stop hanging out with each other. It was literally so much fun, like every single day.
I'll pick Glory up, we'll go to the parties, then we'll go and get some pizza, and then we'll chill in the parking lot of Glory's apartment building, and we would just sit there for hours late at night. And we would do this all the time. So much so that somebody actually called the cops.
Yeah.
Because there's this person and they was like, oh my goodness, there's this truck that's always out here very late at night and I'm scared for my life. And she's saying that
To be fair, I lived in an area where there are so many crime alerts.
But how you gonna call the cops literally right next to the truck that you're afraid of? But this went on a lot, and the feelings got stronger and stronger. And if you guys remember from the first video when I said just a pinky, man, if we just looked at each other, our hearts just started going.
There was one night in particular where we were like laughing and everything. I was looking through some of the stuff on your phone.
It was like very, very weird. It was another late night, 1 o'clock. We're in a parking lot and I turned on SoundCloud and I just let SoundCloud do whatever it did. And it took us to some weird.
Ew!
Sorry. So I turned on SoundCloud and I just let SoundCloud do its thing. And SoundCloud took us to some weird tracks. It first started off with Kid Cudi. And then it went from that to a Harry Potter
It was
audible
like a reading of a Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I was like dying laughing.
We was cracking up. And then it went from that to a SpongeBob song.
Like a SpongeBob theme song. Like,
it was at this part. And then just this is the moment. But I gotta start off slow because I don't want to be left hanging like. So let me start off slow to get the juices flowing.
But you were like so slow, like you just like kind of took my hand. But you were like looking me dead in the eye, like mystery and all that you are.
I took your hand and I brought it close to me and I just kissed your hand.
Oh my god. When he did that, I felt every single like hair in my body went like goosebumps everywhere.
Oh, this is gross. My mom's probably watching this video. Mom, just cut. If my mom's... Man, cut this off, man. This is gross, man. Oh, this video not for you. I have to block this video for my mom. I don't want my mom to hear this. And then she gonna look at me at the dinner table like, so SpongeBob, huh?
It doesn't get more than that, though.
No. Then you grab my hand, and then you try to one-up me and then kiss my hand slowly. I was like, hold up. So now I grab your hand right back, and I kissed it even slower. And then you try to get me again. And then I looked at you after you kissed my hand, and I kind of leaned in a little bit. Then Glory leaned in a little bit. Then I did a little harder lean.
What is wrong with you? I don't like the way you're telling this story.
Again, how would you tell it?
That's how it happened.
Alright. So at this point, we lean in. So I'm leaning in. Glory leaning in. I'm leaning in again. Then Glory leans in a little closer. And now we lying here. Where you going? And then I lean in a little closer. And then... Oh, this your first time?
Protect me.
This your first time hearing this story, Maxie? Maxie's like, what'd you do to my mommy?
He's like, I want the kisses.
Okay. And then as soon as it went, fireworks just went off.
It was the best kiss of my life.
It was very magical. And once we started, we did not stop.
What the?
We was making dinosaur noises. That was my experience. How did you feel?
It was the most magical experience of my life.
Let the women know how my lips felt.
Ew, why? No, but seriously, I never felt like we were moving too fast. Like, it was such a perfect pace in my head. It was at the point where I actually felt like I already, like, loved him. Like, I know, and we weren't even together. So, like, it was just such a perfect story. I wrote a whole diary entry about it. If you guys want to...
Nah, that's for my eyes only. Oh, look at this video. Are you extra close, man? You extra... So that, hopefully it was enjoyable. Stuff ain't like the movies, man. Like,
it was just like the movies. It was better than the movies.
In movies, they be on top of like a helicopter flying and like, kiss me. We was in a car listening to SpongeBob. It was great.
It was awesome. It was the best. It was the best night of my life.
Nah, I can tell you some best nights of your life. But there you have it, ninjas. That is part 2. Part 3 is how I asked you to be my girlfriend.
Why you acting all goofy?
Why you acting all goofy? You been on me this whole video. Yeah, fellas, you see that? It took was a lot of hard work. Now she can't get off me. At first she didn't want to talk
What?
to
Why
me.
you talking about me like that?
You saw how she was this whole video, fellas. So if there's any of y'all out there and you don't feel cool or you feel like a nerd, just know this uncool dude made it happen. He made it happen. And not only did he made it happen, why you tickle me? He got that rock hobby. Got that.
So how do you think our relationship has been since that night? You still get goosebumps when you see me?
I get sick. I'm just kidding. Of course.
I still get butterflies.
To this day, I still smile.
Every time I see him, like, oh my gosh, like, it's like really cool when you're in love because, like, I know this is kind of like corny. When you're in love and you see your significant other, like, across the room. Here comes the waterfall. No, I'm not gonna cry. Like, you get, like, you just smile. It's just like you still get the butterflies, and it's like awesome.
You still get the butterflies?
Every time. I got it today when I saw you.
Aww. So as always, ninjas, I got the slice.
I got the rice. Ha 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 ha.